go. Number 1 is from scratch. So this is often used with food, like he uses it. When you make something from scratch, you make it from the beginning, without any help, without using pre-made things like that. So it is most common to see with food. If something is made from scratch, it has the impression of being quality or a little bit fresher. If you make a cake, you can maybe you say, my grandmother baked this cake from scratch, meaning she started with just the sugar, the milk, the eggs, and the flour. She did not buy the pre-made cake or use the set like that. She made it from scratch. So he's talking about his restaurant. Everything is made from scratch. Who knows how true that is? It's a large restaurant. I'm sure they have some ways of preparing some stuff, but he says, I actually don't completely believe him, but he says everything is made fresh from scratch. You can use it for stuff other than food, possibly. I was trying to think of examples. Maybe a car. You know how some guys, especially girls maybe, are really serious about car and they want to build the car themselves. They can build the car from scratch. So some guys I know can do that. Not me. So you could use it from something like a car or something else that you did not buy the pre-made. You just did it from the very beginning, from scratch. Number 2, dot the I's and cross the T's. So I don't know if you're familiar with this one, but small I, not big I, but small I has the dot, right? And T, especially small t, you have to do the cross. So if you're writing very quickly, you might forget to dot the I. You might forget to cross the T. So this is an expression to dot actually, usually it is used as he uses it. He says dot your I's and cross your T's. You will almost always see it like that. Maybe someone could say to dot my I's and cross my T's. It is most commonly used to dot your I's and cross your T's. It means to be thorough, to be very careful, to do everything in detail, even to double check or triple check. Double check is a very common phrase. Even maybe you can hear someone say double check, triple check. Make sure everything is 100% correct. Dot your I's and cross your T's. A lot of times, if I am telling you to do something, I can say, make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, meaning be very careful. Number 3, consistency. So consistency just means something being the same, something being, especially when he uses about food, the food has to have consistency, not being different. Conformity is a good synonym. It is sometimes used not just being the same. Sometimes it can take on the meaning of being accurate or fair. But in this instance, it just means being the same. If you're making a product, it needs to be consistent. Your actions need to be consistent. Your work needs to be consistent. You need to show up at work consistently. Do not be late. So it can be used in many different expressions like that, to be consistent. He's talking about the food. It cannot be very dry one day and then very wet the next day or something like that. And so the first 3 are good. I think the 4, 5, and 6 are very easy. Add in. I think you can understand add in, something that is included as another part of something else. Sometimes you can see the phrase add on with if you purchase some product, or especially some computer type software thing, there might be, or an app, there might be an add-on. The difference between add in and add on usually sounds like you might have to purchase it. and add in is just something that they have thrown in there as part of it. You're not going to have to purchase and add in. Number 5, go around. Again, I think this one's very easy to go around from here to there, traveling around. They are going around to all their restaurants. And then number 6, make sure, just to double check. Again, I can use the word double check to make certain, to make sure. I think 4, 5, and 6 are very easy. 1, 2, and 3 are maybe more difficult. Any questions? Okay.